people who've lost their lives because of this overdose. Thank you for that insight. Madam Speaker, we'll go from West Virginia to the other side of the country, to California. I'm delighted to yield the distinguished gentleman who has served his country so valiantly, Mr. Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Madam Speaker, the Chinese Communist regime under Chairman Xi is certainly our greatest opponent. Chairman Xi's vision and mission is to eliminate the United States by 2050, and his investments are aimed towards this end. The CCP is not on our team, and we should not encourage competition from China, as the White House has stated. In many domains, they are outpacing us in lower altitude hypersonic weapons development, in the advancement and proliferation of high altitude nuclear ICBMs such as the DF-41, in the space domain, in the cyber domain, in shipbuilding. They are currently building 2 ships per month. In the construction and networking of UAVs or unmanned aerial vehicles, in the advancement of low observable fighter jets, both in terms of capacity as well as capability. China certainly is our greatest threat. They are not on our team, and their progress and their advantages are designed to be used against us in a coordinated fashion in all of those domains. But the single biggest threat to our nation is not China alone. It is our own weaknesses within. Weaknesses from people who are supposed to be on our team. Weaknesses from those who seek to cooperate and profit from the CCP's behavior that ultimately enables the CCP in their atrocities. Those who may chastise the CCP with Twitter posts, but in the same day enable them with joint ventures. Small words compared to large supporting investments or bills, such as the one brought to the floor this week. This is exactly what Chairman Xi wants: big carrots and small sticks. We must disentangle all of our interests from China, but above all things, we must disentangle our corporate interests from China as soon as possible. Disentanglement takes courage, which is often not present in most boardrooms and certainly not present in our own Treasury Department. American corporations and our own Treasury are exchanging their long-term security, our collective security, Madam Speaker, for the short-term high of profits and business in a market that they're seeking for long-term gains. These corporate leaders think they're fishing in knee-high water in a trout farm, but in reality, that market space is filled with piranhas, leeches, and sharks, and the bare and bloodied ankles of our economy and our intellectual property and technology are now fully exposed to these very intelligent predators. The Chinese Communist Party is not on our side, and our own greed, our own willingness to compromise the integrity of our business ethics in order to profit from endeavors with China are indeed our greatest weakness. I would say our greatest threat. We cannot afford to profit from selling the rope to China that will ultimately be used to hang us in 2050. I yield back.
Harsh words about China, and you're right, it is the #1 threat. You know, this bill that they're proposing and advancing right now, we call it the America Concedes Act. You know, it mentions climate change more than twice